What is it, Simmons here? Now, say what you want about Mel Gibson's personal life and the controversy surrounding him. Mel Gibson is, besides being one heck of an actor, he's still one heck of a director. Of course, he directed the Oscar-winning film Braveheart, Apocalypto, Hacksaw Ridge. He has Flight Risk coming out in January. But another one of his films he's put out like 10 years ago, no, not 10, 20 years ago, was Passion of the Christ, which before Deadpool, by the way, became one of the highest grossing R-rated films of all time. But of course, Deadpool came out around and beat it. Like, even in Deadpool 2, he poked fun at that one. Now, for some reason, Mel Gibson is planning on do a sequel to this. Like, how are you going to do a sequel to Passion of the Christ? Beyond me. I say they should just do pull up a sequel like they did a Family Guy. Like, remember the Family Guy parody of Passion of the Christ 2? That I would totally watch. But they're actually going to do an actual sequel to the original. Now, it was supposed to be good showing this year, but I guess things hold it up or not. Well, now it looks like Mel Gibson has confirmed that the Passion of the Christ sequel will begin shooting sometime next year. Mel Gibson. Now, this comes from World of Real, saying Mel Gibson was seen location scouting in Malta, and Gibson is in the country on a 5-day visit for discussion with Malta's authorities, including Prime Minister Robert Abela. One key factor that kept delaying Resurrection was the question of which screenplay would be used for the film. Since 2016, Gibson has been hard at work on a script with Braveheart writer Randall Wallace. There have already been at least 6 drafts written last year, saying, and they were two particular drafts, both very different from each other, that were taken into consideration. Now, Gibson has hinted that the sequel potentially could be potentially split into 2 films. Would be a more philosophical and poetic than more linear and straightforward original. So now, Resurrection would focus on 24 hours encompassing Jesus' passion and the events that occurred during 3 days between the crucifixion and resurrection. Now, the original Passion of the Christ divided critics, particularly 20 years ago to this day, and it was an eye-opening account on the last day of Jesus. The film was as gripping and terrifying as any horror movie can be. So yeah, it looks like he is planning to shoot this sometime in 2025. But to be honest, I really wish he goes ahead and do another Lethal Weapon before Passion of the Christ, because there, of course, obviously good talk about him making another Lethal Weapon film. Which, come on, Gibson, Danny Glover ain't getting younger anymore. I'd say he should just do another Lethal Weapon, especially how successful, like obviously Beverly Hills Cop XF was Netflix, but even that was success. Success. Bad Boys was just a hit. Yeah, obviously going all the way back to '80s fronts with Beaches. I really want to just have him do another Lethal Weapon, but looks like he's planning to do this first, most likely. So we'll see what he's planning to do here. Now, of course, obviously, Flight Risk comes out in January, so most likely, he'll be doing this. If he does this, it'll most likely be after he does like interviews for Flight Risk and also I don't know, we'll see when this thing actually comes to fruition. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Passion of the Christ Resurrection? Reportedly set to begin filming sometime next year. Were you ever a fan of the original Passion of the Christ? Are you interested in seeing a sequel? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Hero